Hi, I'm Trey Dunaway. I'm a general surgeon who practiced as a board-certified general surgeon in Camden, South Carolina for 16 years. I was in an every other night on-call practice, and if you want to meet someone who has no interest in coding and documentation, you didn't have to look any further than me. But I was so bad at coding, my office manager insisted I go to a coding seminar in Atlanta, Georgia. Have you ever been to a coding seminar? It's kind of like hell, but not eternal. This was just the worst experience of my life. 2 days I spent at this coding seminar. Now, I thought I understood coding when I went, and it turned out, when I left, I was more frustrated than when I even arrived. But on my drive home, I came up with an idea. You see, what I saw was coders wanted to teach me how the lock was built. They kept talking about how the lock was built, all the components of a lock. As a surgeon, as a physician, as a practitioner, I just wanted the key. I didn't want to tell me about the lock, I just wanted the key. So I found the key. I came up with an algorithm that allowed me to approach coding backwards, from a physician's perspective, not that of a coder. There's nothing wrong with a coder's perspective, but it's just different than that of a physician. And I wrote this book, Pocket Guide to Clinical Coding, that was first published in 1998. Well, I eventually improved the book, and the new improved version looked like this. And this book is the Pocket Guide to Clinical Documentation. I developed a whole system to help physicians, PAs, nurse practitioners, anyone who uses E&M coding to develop this and to make money, to save time, and to never fear another third-party payer auditor again. Well, my object was to increase the market value of physicians, PAs, and nurse practitioners' time. I've used this system now successfully, as thousands of others have, after presenting literally hundreds of programs at hospitals, compliance meetings, state medical associations, even expert panels with OIG representatives. I sold my system for hundreds of dollars at one time. This is the book that really started it all. But today that's all changed, because it's not a book anymore. It's an iPhone app. It's even easier for clinical use. You see, as a clinician, I wanted something that was so simple, and although my book streamlined the process, having this in my pocket is unbelievably easy. In the spring of 2012, I met my new best friend, Jerry Edens. He was using his iOS programming experience to construct a self-working application that does all of the E&M coding heavy lifting for healthcare professionals. We call it the E&Minator because it's simply designed to terminate E&M coding problems. You don't need to understand anything about E&M coding. Just follow the intuitive instructions, answer a few questions, touch with your finger a few points, and you'll get the compliance correct code and know exactly what you must document to support that code to make you audit proof. The first time you'll use this, it'll take about a minute to get the right code. With the right documentation, first time, every time. Best of all, it's from a physician's perspective. It's not from a coder's perspective. You can download a copy of E&Minator through the Apple iTunes Store right now, and thank us later when you get an immediate return that will keep paying you dividends for all of the remaining years of your practice. With all the reimbursement and compliance stress in our practices of medicine, we need to earn every legitimate dollar possible and find a way of saving time and never fear another third-party payer auditor again. With E&Minator, you really do have a coding cyborg in your pocket. Try it out. See if it's not the easiest application of E&M coding you've ever experienced. This requires no coding classes and will get you the results you're looking for immediately. If you love E&Minator as much as we do, we'd welcome a review on iTunes. And if you have suggestions for improvement, we'd appreciate your ideas to make E&Minator even better. Thanks for visiting E&Minator.